You are stopping your own evolution, literally through your own limiting beliefs. So imagine if you literally eradicated all limiting beliefs and you said to yourself, I have no limiting beliefs, I have no limits. Imagine what possibilities you could then open up for yourself. Imagine how you would move through life if you simply released all limits. Fear was imposed upon us. Fear is not part of us. Fear is not who we are. We don't come to this world with fear. So why should you let fear overtake you and your spirit? And that's why we say life is an unlearning, because there's so many beliefs that we have attached to that just do not represent us. They just don't represent our light and who we really are. It does not represent us. So we have to unlearn the fact that we've learned to believe these beliefs, attach these beliefs to ourselves. Every day, your task is to release attachments that no longer serve you, release beliefs that no longer serve you, release identities, thoughts, emotions, people, things, whatever it is that just does not serve you. You have to release it. That's what this life is about. And as you release, you can then actually truly learn how much grander you can be, because we are grand beings. We didn't come here to compress ourselves. We came here to express ourselves. And so part of the journey here is to, as we are unlearning, the true growth is to see how far we can really go ahead, beyond the fears, beyond the limitations, to see our true potential truly lays beyond these fears. Do you see it? It's like these fears are just like, they're simply hurdles, they're blocks, and our task is to, first of all, rid ourselves of these blocks. And once they are gone, we can start this new phase of life where we actually get to build, where we actually get to literally be our full, who we really are, creators. We can then be that, we can then embody that. So you need to forgive yourself first and foremost for all the limiting beliefs that you have imposed upon yourself and all the limiting beliefs that other people have imposed upon you. Do not claim them. If you are aware of this right now, then it is now your choice to decide whether you choose to still hold these limiting beliefs or whether you don't. Because the fact that you have been made aware of it means that now you have a choice. People do a lot of things based on the fact that they're simply not aware, but when it has been brought upon them, it then becomes a choice. You are now no longer on autopilot anymore. You don't have to choose to believe these things. You can make a choice today. Choose today whether you still want to associate yourself with these beliefs or whether you choose to step into your power and choose to step into this being that you really are. It's up to you to choose. You are not to be consistent with how they want you to be, or how you think other people see you. You are not in any way entitled to remain the way you have always been. Your job here is not to remain as you are. Your job here is to be you and to grow into you more and more and more. That is your task. Your task is not to impress anyone. It's not to live for other people's expectations. Live up to yourself and your own goals and your own ideologies and your own beliefs. Live up to your own standards. So more and more I see that everything is a learning. I see that day by day and day by day. We are all supposed to view this life as simply a learning experience. If you view life as a learning experience, you wouldn't have to be too hard on yourself. So hard that you don't even begin the project. So hard that you don't even post the post. So hard that you don't even step out of your comfort zone and literally talk to people. You wouldn't feel this way at all if you had no fear, if you had no limiting beliefs. You wouldn't. You would then actually do the things you need to get done, and you would do them with a way of you would do them courageously, you would do them with happiness, you would do them with like excitement and faith. Without limiting beliefs, we would be very, very happy people, because we would not attach our worth to certain individuals or certain things we do. We would simply allow ourselves to just live and learn and grow and make mistakes, and not even see it as anything bad. We would just move through life and just keep learning and moving through very quickly. The same way we were when we were kids. We never made a big deal out of things. If we did make a big deal, it would be then like that day it's gone. Like we don't like reminisce on them. We don't attach to the thing. Like we just keep moving on with life. We keep moving on and moving on. And that's how we should see everything. Every circumstance is something we can move on from. It's something that we can keep evolving from. So we stop our own selves. We stop ourselves from evolving. We stop ourselves from actually getting to the point we need to get to, because we have literally created limitations on what is and what isn't possible. You have already stopped yourself before even starting. You have not reached out to the person because you are already projecting how they would respond. Like, you're not giving yourself any chance, so you're therefore stopping chances from flowing to you. You're stopping yourself from actually creating you know. When you open yourself up to opportunities would start opening up and coming your way. But if you're going to stay boxed up and you're not going to be open-minded and you're going to be closed-minded about everything, you're just not going to see any change in your life. The only change that can happen in your life is the change that you first start making within yourself. So it is changing your attitudes, changing your beliefs, changing what you are convinced by, changing your thought patterns, basically changing your behaviors, changing things, everything about you that does not serve you. It's releasing it and acting from a point of limitlessness. What does a limitless person do? What does a limitless person act as? How does a limitless person show up every day in life, to their life, for their life? How does a limitless person think? What is their outlook on certain things, on certain problems or things that are just in their way? How do these people overcome it? How does a limitless person overcome limitations? They do not see the limitation as a limitation. They believe that their limitlessness can literally create limitlessness. They create solutions out of problems. A problem-solving mindset is literally a mindset that sees a problem as something that can be solved. They don't see it as something fixed. They don't see it as, oh, because there's a certain issue, I can't get past it, I can't change it, I can't do something about it. And even if there is something there that is stuck, there's still a way they can move around it so that it does not affect them. Does that make sense? Do not attach your problems to you. Detach. See a problem as a problem and your identity as your identity. You don't need to let the outside forces control your internal reality. Your internal reality can shift this external reality because it's about your perception. The way you approach it is the way the situation is then solved. Like, your approach makes the entire difference. How you choose to look at a problem is how a problem chooses to look at you. If you look at a problem as something that is so huge and cannot be fixed, then you're not going to try and find ways to fix it. You're going to see it as this big thing, and that's what it would be. But if you see a certain issue as something that, oh, I can solve this, okay, this is easy, okay, what are the ways I can fix this? Then that problem becomes something that you can then actually start solving. So it's all about your framework, your mentality. If you believe that something is not possible, you're not going to try and find ways to make it possible. You're not going to try and find ways to literally see if this can be done. You're not going to even look there. You have to see possibilities where there are no possibilities for you to actually create a possibility out of that thing, because in this world, all is infinite. All is infinite. All is infinite. We're living in an infinite space. There is no beginning, there is no end. Literally. There is no beginning and no end. Everything always flows. Energy is always in motion. And if energy never dies, that means nothing ever dies. It's there, and it has always been there, and it will always be there, which means that there is a solution to every problem. The solution might not be the exact way that you envision it to be solved, but it would be solved regardless. Somehow, some way, it will be solved. That's why we call it divine timing. Things happen when they are going to happen. We don't really know when things will happen. We just know that they will happen. And it's that knowing that actually brings it forth in the first place, because it means you're open to possibilities. We've all heard of miracles. Miracles happen. They all happen everywhere, all around us. There's so many things that defy science, and now science is coming to to see that, wow, there are actually things here that are very unusual. And so the world is not as it seems. The world is not as it seems. So you need to start seeing the world as that. Start seeing things as like, wipe down the fog. See that you can do anything. Believe that you can do anything. That no matter what comes your way, you can fix it. No matter what comes your way, you can find a solution. No matter what comes your way, I'm not going to be changed internally from this. I'm not going to be affected internally. I'm going to stay confident and strong in myself. I'm going to stay courageous. I'm going to stay faithful, because no matter what, a being of light cannot be moved. A being of light cannot be moved. You are a being of light and you cannot be moved. There is nothing here in the outside world that will take away your light, because you are already one. You're already a light being. Nothing can change that. This is you. You are literally part of the infinite. And, this is a topic for another day. But, it's said in the Kabbalion, all is mind. All is mind. The all is mind. And so if we know that the all is infinite, then therefore we are infinite. We are living in the infinite mind. You say that the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, the eyes are the windows to the infinite. Everything is happening all at once, like legit. But anyway, yeah, that's a topic for another day. But the point I'm trying to make again is that fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion, like all else. Everything in life here is an illusion. What is my basis for saying it? Well, my basis is the fact that the human eye literally does not see. It does not see the entire world for what it is. We can only see things based on this amount of light that gets into our eyes. And the amount of light that gets into our eyes there's a certain percentage. I'm going to put it up there. Basically, we don't see ultraviolet light, we don't see x-rays, we don't see any of those lights, infrared or whatever. We don't see none of that. We don't see radioactive shit. Like, we don't see that. And the fact that we can't see that means that our level of awareness about the world is limited, because there are creatures that can see things that we can't see. Because all is light, right? The colors that we see, it's all projected through the light. But if the amount of light that we see is limited, that means our perception of the world is limited, which means that we really do not know everything, and we will never know everything unless we are able to literally get to the highest point of perception when it comes to like how much light we perceive. If we're able to perceive the entire amount of light, then the entire thing that we see in the world is going to be just totally different. But we don't even know what the highest is, and we just would not know. We just would not know. It's something we would just have to be carried into, like water. Just like water. So you having self-imposed limitations, that's what's stopping you from getting to where you really want to go. It's stopping you from being who you really need to be happy. And again, happiness is also an emotion, which means that if you actually become happy now, then you would be happy then. Like, life is just very interesting, and if you really like think about it and you really try to like dissect what we're doing here, our goal is really to overcome limitations and to really live as who we really are. Just don't see problems as big. Don't see things as things you cannot achieve. Don't be scared of judgment. People will judge you no matter what you do. No matter what you do in the world, people will judge you because everyone has a different experience of life and everyone only sees things from their own perspective. If someone is unhappy, they're going to see the world from a lens of unhappiness. It's going to be gray. If someone is happy and joyful, then they're going to see everything that way. That's how that's their outlook on the world, from a lens of love and light. So your internal state literally reflects your outer world. It doesn't matter what is in the outside world. If your internal state is not it, you're not going to see the outside world as it. You're only going to see it as what you are. Which is why, again, everyone has a different experience in their life. Everyone is experiencing different emotions at different levels of their life. Like, every single day we experience different emotions. So, you literally, like, you have to pay no mind to other people's opinions and other people's opinions of you, because their opinions are only based on how they're feeling on the inside and what they feel about themselves on the inside on a day-to-day. Like, whatever emotion is most persistent within them is what they will express to you. So therefore, try and see it. If someone is judging you, they are literally in a state of mind where they're always judging themselves. They emotionally, they are not at peace. So is that your problem? No, it has nothing to do with you. Move on with your life. Move on with joy, move on with happiness, move on with love, and you're going to attract people who literally carry that same energy, and those are the people you're going to attract. Just keep being yourself and don't be influenced by other things going on around you, or you don't have to succumb to anything. You have a choice, and you have to realize that you can choose today now to release yourself from limiting beliefs and fears. You don't have to keep identifying yourself with those things. You can simply choose a different choice today now and make a decision moving from that point of perspective. And when you do that, you then are able to materialize what this perspective represents.